Today I want to do briefly a video about the singer Donnie Klang. He was part of the 4th season of the hit show Making the Band. In 2007, the hip-hop mogul Sean Combs, better known as Puff Daddy or Diddy, was looking for an international boy group, a R&B group, who can dominate the charts and become huge in the music industry. At that time, the industry did not have a lot of boy groups, almost no R&B boy group, so he was convinced to make this thing happen. Before he created the group Star Band and the really successful girl group Donnie Klang. So after several auditions, they ran to a process that a casting show goes to find the right band. Fitness, sport, dancing lessons, singing lessons, harmonize. Week for week, talented people was eliminated. Finally, on August 26, 2007, he created the band Day 26, which included 5 members: Ryan Andrews, Michael McClarney, Robert Carey, and Cornell Mosley. At that point, everybody thought, now that's the band. Some minutes after he announced the band, he decided to give one of the contestants the chance to sign a solo deal, and it was Donnie Klang. It was not planned at all. Normally he wanted just a group, but after he saw Donnie developing so fast and being so talented, he wanted him to be a part of Bad Boys Records. So with the next season, Making the Band 4 Season 2, it was planned that all of the groups, include Donnie, will record their albums to release that. Donnie was always with the boys. On interviews, performances, there was a time where people thought he's a 6th member. After a while, Day 26 started to work on their debut album. Diddy was 100% focused on the boys and Donnie Klang, and that left Donnie out. During the season, you see that every time the boys were on the studio and the girls too, Donnie never had a plan what to do. Shortly before the end of Making the Band Season 2, Diddy finally sends Donnie to the producer Seven Aurelius, who produced Hush for LA Cool J or Only You for Ashanti, to connect with Donnie and to create some hit songs. On the end of Making the Band 4 Season 2, the final, you see that the groups released already their albums and they are promoting it during the show. Donnie on the other side just had a singer which he performed on the final of Season 2.
Yes, baby girl, you fucking with Sean. Ride with it, dog. Foreign languages, let's play ball. Take off your outfit and let's be gone. Girl, I got you in the zone, in the zone. So far gone, I swear your mind is blown, mind is blown. Dear, your heart just skip a beat, skip a beat. So high up, I know it's hard to breathe. Come on, ladies, let's go. I promise I can take you there, I'm gonna take you there. When you're ready to go, I promise I can take you there. When you're ready to go, I'll take you there. Don't you be scared, take you there. Ready to go.
I Take You There featuring Puff Daddy was his first solo single. The label expected him to chart very well without the promotion. In my opinion, it was not the perfect debut single. At that time we had just one white boy who was doing R&B music, and that was Justin Timberlake. He was the head of all the white boys who wanted to do R&B music. Diddy wanted Donnie to be a unique artist. He wanted to separate him from the Justin Timberlake sound. But his first single sounds a lot like Justin Timberlake. I Take You There did not chart on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. On August 19, 2008, Season 3 of Making the Band started. In this season, all the groups went together on tour. Donnie Klang were the headliner and Day 26 and Donnie Klang were the openers, or supporting act. During the Season 3, Donnie released a promotional single, Dr. Love, and on September 2, 2008, he released his first album, Just a Rolling Stone. On the Billboard 200 charts, it charted on number 19. The album did not get a lot of promotion. The only promotion that the album had was the TV show Making the Band. But at the 3rd season of Making the Band 4, the focus was not on Donnie and his album, because the album season was Season 2. The 3rd season was more about touring and promoting the music and performances. By the way, the album was not that great. The only song that I liked from that album was Pretty Girls Cry. I personally feel like they did not take the time to figure out which sound fits best to Donnie. Anyways, in making the band for season 4, again, Donnie does not know what happened with his career because nobody in the label was telling him what's going on. So he thought maybe he could record a second album and make a better album than his first album. He met up with Diddy, sit down with him and talk to him about his thoughts. But Diddy, as we all know him, made very clear that if you don't sell more records, you are out here. There will not be a second album. So after a certain time, they dropped Donnie. But what we did not know was that Def Jam was interested on Donnie. After Donnie realizing that his Bad Boys situation will not get better and there will not be a second album on Bad Boys, he and his mom started to look out for new deals. And they find one with Def Jam. So Def Jam put the money in, they let Donnie flew in, they hooked him up with the right producers, they recorded a whole album and made a strategy how to promote him well, and they was ready to make him a superstar. Problem was he was still signed with Bad Boys. So they talked with Bad Boys to let him out of his contract, but Diddy blocked that. He never had a chance to release a second album. And the funny thing is, at that time, Def Jam had people like Rihanna, and we all know they promoted Rihanna like crazy. With Def Jam, he had the chance to become very big and to get the breakout he deserved. But it never happened. Today, Donnie lives with his wife and his kid. He built his own studio and is the CEO of a production company. He develops new artists and share his experience and knowledge with them. Here's what I'm thinking. I think Donnie could be very huge. He could be very big and he could sell a lot of records. I think they did not know how to find his sound and to create a lane for him. It seemed like Diddy did not care a lot about him. He was like the underdog. He never had the chance to shine. They tried to create a product and the product did not work. And at the end of the day, they tried to blame him for all of that. With the right label, the right team, the right producers, he could become big. And that's the sad thing about that. He had all of that after Bad Boys, but Bad Boys blocked him. But the great thing about that is even if he never had the great career that everybody expected him to have, he did something great with that. He created his own studio and he shared his experience with other people and helped the next generation. I hope you liked that video. When you liked the video, thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to know why Michelle Williams deserved a better solo career, then watch the video that I'm gonna show you now on the info card. Click here and watch the video.